Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again. Very excited. It's our Steam Next Fest coverage for the summer Steam Next Fest. Very excited. Yay! Yay! Hooray! Anyways, I figured I'd start off with a very interesting game and one that was recommended me by Steam before the charts and everything like that. I'm getting at this pretty early on before we can see what's trending and stuff like that. But this was something I had on my wish list called Entropy. It is a RPG, tactical RPG kind of game, or turn-based RPG kind of game, but one of the things I would recommend for this, if you don't like the CRT filter, is to go in here and go into graphics and turn it off because it can be very jarring and take away from the feel of the game. But I grew up with this style of graphics. However, I understand that's not for everyone's taste and everything like that. So I'm just gonna click apply and I'm gonna do this so you get a little bit of a clearer picture or anything like that, or everything like that. So what it is right now is we have a normal mode to prevent streaks of bad luck. You'll sometimes get advantages to dice rolls. Autosaves have been disabled. Dice rolls advantages are exactly what they sound like. Give yourself a chance to win a little bit better. Changing difficulty isn't really an option for us because those aren't currently available inside the demo. So we're just going to jump into the game on its own. I will have a link for this should you want to try it out for yourselves. The hanged man kicks, finds foothold, and grasps for air. Untying his noose, he steps from off the stool to go to his children. So that was a very interesting little quote. A very interesting art style for this game. It's going to be polygons and little rough texturing. So again, I understand it's not for everyone. How now, men, women, and amen, all. We, the Targarius Performing Company, graciously thank you for your attendance. Our humble play begins o'er 1,000 years past, if you can imagine such a time. Tss, players. Eck, the sorry state of the lot of you. I can smell you from here. Did you all go swimming in a brewery? Now which of you is performing Vartano tonight? You're almost up, and drunk or not, you better not botch your lines. Alright, so who are we going to be? We can be Aemon of the third generation, neither man nor woman, oft misunderstood. He's grown resilient, young performer, full of heart. You've always corralled others to your thinking. Let's go with the man. I like the art for these two more than this one, but I want to go with the man. Yes. Footsteps, I hear. Ah, here comes Vartano, king of all the sorry souls of this wretched land. I take my leave. Your head's throbbing. You shouldn't have let the other corral you into drinking that 6th pint. Now, what are your lines again? Oh, woe engulf me. Once the mere utterance of Vartano struck awe in every bosom of my kingdom. Now they curse my name, spitting its letters as if poison. But I did not rule with the finest, the noblest of virtues. I did not rule with... You think the whole what's noblest, the kingliest virtue? So now we get to do our own lines. I'm assuming this is our character creation portion of it. I did not rule with heart. So heart influences courage in battle, reducing the chance for you to lose your nerve. Or agility, it influences your turn speed, hit rate, and evasion. Grit affects your physical resilience, health, and resistance to certain status effects. I think agility slightly increased. I will admit, mayhap my studies distracted me, mayhaps with my eyes averted the rot set in. Your Majesty, the rebels are in thine palace. Oh, to think, a king must bear arms against his own people. Well, so be it. Squire, bring me my... Damn, what was the weapon again? So now we get to pick our weapon. We can do sword and board, a crossbow, or a spellbook. Crossbows are governed by ranged attributes which affect hit rating and damage for ranged weapons. So here's a common thing in D&D. They kind of got it wrong, I think, a little bit, and they're starting to change it. As a ranger, you need strength, not agility. As a sword and shield wearer or a two-hander, you need agility, not so much strength. The reason why is you got to be able to dodge hits. You got to be able to take the initiative and push the advance on your feet. And the strength attribute comes back from drawing heavier bows so you can fire arrows further and repeat that process over and over for the course of a battle. I think I'm going to go with the sword and board. Melee increased. Now throw open the gates. I will greet my subjects with manners most I can't read that font. Pertinent on the wildest of nights. Mark these words in terror, they will howl the name Vertano. This player of Vertano is surely something. They shake and sway with pure passion from the material. If it's the same player I saw at Hogg's Tavern earlier, 'tis not passion that does it. Yeah, fair enough. Begging your pardon, sir, but an urgent report from the gates. Fightings broke out, but with who we're not sure. Probably just drunkards starting trouble again. You two with me. Alright, so we can move with WASD, but I'm also playing with a controller, and we have the ability to talk with people. So let's see how this goes. I'm playing with the PlayStation controller. Yep, so joystick works fine. Moving around. Yep, the other joystick controls the camera angle. I'm assuming that this is... we can back out a little bit. I don't know what this does. What does this do? Anything? 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 Nothing? Okay, so this is just like a little weird spot. Alright, so hold the middle mouse button. Alternate, yep, we were just doing that. And then press Q to go into first person mode. Oh, note that while you're in this mode, enemies will pause their movement. So what does my first person mode look like if I can do that with my controller? Oh, so trigger does it. Okay, so okay, so this is like a free look and pauses the game. Okay. And do I have my mace out now? Okay, and so I can just bop people with that, with a lunge attack. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, that looks rather not like a drunkard. Demons! This deep in the gloaming aisles, impossible. Soldiers, stand firm. And you there, players, I care not if these weapons are mere props, but need every able body. To me, he's talking about you, isn't he? On second thought, maybe you should have stopped on the fourth pint. Fair enough. We'll arrange into 2 rows. Theater players, get behind us and use ranged weapons if you have them. Soldiers defend those in the back. Should have chose the crossbow. Now, we get ready. They come. And now we go into combat. Alright, so rows form the basis of all combats. Party and enemy, front and back row. Characters in the front row protect anyone directly behind them. Protected characters cannot be targeted by normal melee attacks, but they can be targeted by ranged attacks and certain spells or abilities. That makes sense. You guys ever play that game, Jade Cocoon? That's what kind of this looks like to me, or reminds me of. Alright, so let's see. We have attacks, we have weapon skills, we can defend, we can focus rate, increase accuracy, but delay your next turn, stun strike. Do I have a turn order? It does not look like I have a turn order, so I'm going to do a stun strike. And demon conglomerate. Yeah, okay, well, congealment. We're going to take care of the demon congealment, and he's now stunned. Tutorial note, protected. A player protected in the back row cannot use normal melee attacks. Only ranged weapons and spears can work from the back row. That's great. I can't do anything with this guy. I can't do anything. I should have taken the bow. Should have taken the bow. We'll just defend. There's no reason for me to attack. Oh, geez, that guy is quite nearly dead. When a player is knocked out in combat, there is a chance that they will permanently die. The fate of the knocked out character will be revealed at the end of the battle. There is a chance they will survive with an injury, but if they die from their wound, there is no bringing them back. Note that the player is the only character who cannot die permanently. So I think I messed up the tutorial because I knocked or stunned that guy, because I think the thing would have gone right after him and killed him so that my Targus actor could have gone. Which focus strike? Sure. Characters can use their turn to reposition. The action allows the character to move to any free position in the front row or back row. Use this to your advantage. Oh, so now I can do that now. I have the option to do that. I am the player. That's me right there. I'm going to reposition. And I can position myself in one of the 6 rows in the front. I'll stand over here. And that's my turn. Ranged weapons can be fired even when a character is protected. Yep, that makes sense. I don't really have anything, so. But lower accuracy. Attacks can fully, but lower accuracy. What is my base attack? 15. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, that guy did. Characters will perform 1 action per turn. Each action will increase the character's turn delay. That makes sense. More powerful actions. Yep. Okay, but it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me anything. Oh well. Specific body part? Interesting. I can target a specific body part, but it looks like there's no real reason for me to do that. What's our base attack? 13. So not bad. Press, enable more details on specific overlays. Y can be pressed and get a bird's eye view. I don't really have much choice here. He can't attack. And he can't use any weapon skills, so I'm going to pass. Oh! Alright, everybody dead. That was a scripted death. Ye old scripted death. After feeling every bone in your body was crushed, there was only the briefest of agonies before all light, sound, and sensation drained from your world. How long did you linger in darkness, in silence? A moment, an eternity? You cannot say. The sand runs thin. There is no time. The voice punctuates your silence. It is the first voice you have heard for a long time. Maybe the first voice you have ever heard. Ah, what feeble pickings are these, and the winds are weak. I'm losing sight. So be it. You'll have to do. Well, everybody did. And we're back up again. The Targus Company Journal, the prized possession of your troop. You should take this back to Kovas, where your troop called home. So we have the journal now. This will allow us the party stats and equipment and things like that. Okay. Do I have a way of bringing that up? Ah, okay. So anyone in your selected party is visible. The player, I'm sure we can get abilities to change names and stuff like that when the actual game comes out. When you access a new journal page, such as equipment, you get access. Yep, okay, so. Alright, so. Inventory, we have medical moss. No key items, equipment. Use the equipment page to outfit your army. That makes sense. After equipping your character, be sure to visit the formation to make sure they are positioned to your liking. Yep. So we have a rusty sword, nothing else. No other accoutrements. A status page. Yep. So this gives us all the random information. Yep. We have the injuries that we will end up getting. Abilities. The abilities page covers your battle abilities and perks. Okay. So perks are permanent buffs. New perks can be selected once specific level milestones are reached. The character can select their first perk at level 3. Okay, cool. So a little bit like Chained Echoes, if you guys have seen us play that. What's over here? We just took somebody's money. Okay, that's fine. There's no jump or free look or anything like that. Just little stabs and things like that that we can do. Is there anything up here? No. This game kind of reminds me of Evil Dead. Or no, what was that one? Medieval? Kind of, with the weird wonky graphics. Doesn't open from this side. Looks like we're going to get into our first combat. The demon silhouetted before you twitches wrongly. Cuts and abrasions line its flesh with bones protruding from lumps of clotted blood. It licks its lips. Missed one, have we? Come hither, man, folk. Your blood pumps too cleanly through your skin flesh. My blade will make you pretty, and together we will rejoice. Nothing creepy about that statement at all. Alright, so, there's our turn order. Good, awesome. All characters have courage, which is represented in their mental. I wish I had a bar that told me my mental. That way I knew when I was getting low. When a character is knocked out, your allies lose courage. In addition to taking attacks, target specific body parts. Targeting is a lower chance to hit, but if enough damage is dealt, that body part is destroyed, resulting in a powerful debuff. For instance, severing the enemy's arm may mean they can no longer use the weapon that is held in it. Disabling a leg, meanwhile, will mean they no longer can reposition. Some monsters have unique body parts with specific injury debuffs. It's worth experimenting with targeted. Okay, to find out. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just not letting me select a body part. It's just going to say, let's try it. Oh, there it goes. I have to actually click the character. Aha. So left arm, left leg, right leg, head. If I hit the right arm, that's where the sword is. And now they don't have a sword. And they died. But they don't have a sword anymore either. The post-battle screen displays the experience. Each level, characters gain an attribute point from their journal. Every few levels, they will get perks to select. The fate of any knocked out characters will also be displayed. If the character dies from their wounds, they will be permanently removed from your party. Ooh, that's a big thing. Alright, that's big to know. Let's go to... Is it status? Level 1? No. Is it equipment? Nothing? Nothing yet. Okay, so there's really nothing that I can do quite yet. What do we got here? Rusty armor. Evasion -3, speed -3. I'm kind of glad I got the speed boost. I'll kind of hopefully offset this. Charge! Wounded knight. Ack. All is black. Who goes there? Folk or demon? I'm folk. Ah. Gnathag is merciful, and I recognize that voice. You were with the performers, weren't you? Pray thee. Suddenly coughs loudly and slowly, blood dribbling down his chin. Pray thee, would you heed the last request of clad Dragnog Knight? Sure. I won't help you, but I'll unburden you with your breastplate. No, what do you need? Alas, our semaphore tower was first to fall to the demons before the alarm could be raised. There's an inn over yonder, about a day's walk thereabouts. It's got its own Semaphore Tower, the next in the chain to Kovas. You must make sure that they've seen the message that this was a demoned assault. Mayhaps word has got to them already, but I've met the old man who operates the tower, and he's a fool. I'd wager he'd reportedly only foul weather. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, well, tell me, heavy eyes, and here's the spawn of Vortano. Descendants of this town, being in the morning, they burned the town. They sent some emissaries to bargain with the inner clad. I was at the gates when it happened. One of our grand dams, bless her soul, she let the bastard in, and 'twas all a ruse. They were upon us. Cough, wheezing. You'd best be off for the first, but first take my mace. Oh, good. Okay, so we've got something. This shattered sword will do you no good. So we got a mace. Now leave my fate. I won't see my ancestors. I've done them proud. Can I? Nope, that's it? Okay, well, fair enough. I guess we kind of really... I don't know, maybe I should have taken the sword is better. It adds stun attack, but this adds focus strike. I think I'd rather have the sword. I think I would rather have the sword. Some healing herbs, okay. Can I jump up there? No? Okay, fair enough. Keep on going. Ooh, that guy looks kind of terrifying. If you enter an enemy's line of sight, they will chase you down. But if you approach an enemy from behind, even if you're running... Oh, this means it's possible to avoid encounters. You can also unsheath your sword by pressing X. And enemies. Okay. I tried to hit it, not too fast. It didn't get close enough. This guy looks weird. I'm assuming demon lungs. Bronchi, sure. Desync. I don't know what that means. Desynced his breath. Spine injury. I don't know. Seems like it's pretty good. And I like how the armor, or the shield changed, I should say. We have a different shield now, I think. And we have the, I think our armor's a little different. I think we have that on there. I didn't see that on us before. At least I didn't register that on us before. You there! The young wayfarer trembles before you, her eyes darting around the flame-licked ruins, a glob of snot uneasily on her nostrils. Oh, this is a great town of not at all. Clutching at her belly is a tattered codex stuffed full of markers. If you didn't know any better, you'd suppose that was the spell books. Noticing your interest, she clutches the book tighter. Oh, this old thing? Huh. Expect people to think of a shaper wizard. But I've been tutored by the elder of my village since I was this high. I can speak with the makers around us, and even master a whole spell. What is a whole spell? Oh well, I've been practicing Phage for years, where you summon insects to do your bidding. Only I could only get the really tiny ones to answer me, and they just crawl over me and make me very itchy. But last year I finally got the hang of Bile. I can cast it nearly every time. Only very rarely do I botch it. Honest. What happens when Bile goes wrong? Well, you see, if it's a spell is weaponized, the makers in your gut, so you're supposed to vomit poisonous stomach acid everywhere. But if you miscast the spell, you just rupture an organ and cough blood all over yourself. It really hurts. A surge of flame bursts from a pile of wreckage nearby, causing you both to cower before searing heat. Look, we should really get out of here. Can I tag along with you? Sure, 2 is better than 1. She beams a smile, relieved revealing a few missing teeth. Oh, makers of praise, be praised. I'm to Zior. By the way, let's get out of here. Alright, so do I need to equip you with anything? I'm assuming that you have your tattered spellbook. So if I give you that, then you can have something. Formation. You're in the front row. I feel like you shouldn't be. Yep, formation, glowing glyphs. You get a lot of people. You're gonna have a lot of people in your party. This is also like a little bit of a Suikoden kind of vibe. Recruit new party members. Some party members will offer to join you when talked to, but others you can purchase at the mercenary board. Be sure to check your equipment. Yep, that makes sense. I'm going to run over here, get this item real quick. It looks like there's going to be 2 people there. What do you got to say for yourself? Here. Leather hat. Okay. Equipment. I'm going to put the hat on you, because you're going to be the frontliner. And the hat shows up. That's fun. Ah, look over there. Those ones are the demons, makers. They look so creepy, quite a corpse, but like the body is remaking itself. That one has armor on. If I could try casting a spell, I could bypass its defenses and try to poison it. And those little walking lungs, it must be using makers to walk around like that, and it's probably magical. Try targeting its bronchi, and maybe you can stop it from casting any spells. Oh damn! They've heard me yapping. Here we go. All right, so that's what I'm glad that we targeted the lungs. All right, so we have us go first. We're gonna target the lungs, and we're gonna take them out right there, so they don't actually attack. Shaping magic and shaping spells and channeling spells can be cast ranged weapons. Yep. While exceptionally powerful spells can miscast, causing not only the spell to fail but also to damage. Right now you only have a codex casting item, which means you can only cast shaping spells. These physically based spells are difficult to cast, but can be have devastating effects. When you find or purchase a new spell, it will become available for all casters in your party, even new recruits. Finally, if a party member gains certain perks such as Shaper, Wizard, or Overcast, the spells available to them will become more powerful. Okay, what do we got here for magic? Let's do Bile. It's an 82% chance. Hey, cool, it worked. Cool. I feel like just taking this guy out is the right thing to do. Maybe. Magic, Bile, 82% chance. Hey, it worked. And they missed. Nice. Alright, so we'll just attack this guy. And do we have MP that I need to worry about, or is it just like the chance that it fails? It looks like it's just the chance that it fails. Nope, that sucked. It failed. Ouch. Yeah, okay, so there's no MP-based system, mana point system. It literally is just a chance to succeed and chance to fail kind of situation. Good to know. Note that you must pay your mercenaries. Any money received from a battle will be significantly reduced by the number of active party members. Gotcha. It doesn't say any upkeep just yet. Won't leave your party if you run out of characters. Won't leave, but they will be very poor. Okay. Alright, so from here, do I get to... I can walk around. There are little nooks and crannies to get into, but not much. Sorry, there's a lawn service going on at my neighbor's place. So hopefully you can forgive me if that's a little bit coming through the mic. Oh, wait, can I run away from you? How far do you run to get to me? Once you see me, you see me? Yeah, once they see me, they see me. Nope. No, he turns around. Alright, let's see if I can stab him. Stab him in the butt. Got him, I think. Well, I hope. Advantage. Make sure you check your weapon skills. If you're equipped weapons, you use advantage in combat. Every time you your weapon associated with that skill, instead of a normal attack, they often get more tactical and drawbacks. A sword, for this instance, use the focus strike weapon skill, which almost guarantees to hit the target, but causes a turn delay. Maces, meanwhile, do the stun. You can find more information about them in the book. Good to know. Target him, right arm. Take the sword off. And then magic. I mean, hit him. If it does work. Looks like it did. Great. Yep, so we only took 1 damage there. And so we do weapon skill, focus strike. Okay. Yeah, so pretty fun. Pretty straightforward. I like it. Okay, looks like we're getting pretty powerful. Getting stuff. Getting experience. Going through the things. Oh, he saw me. He saw me. Okay, so I had to line of sight him. Got him. Nice. Alright. Advantage. Target. You. Bronchi. Missed. That's terrible. Magic. Bile. We'll take out the spellcaster first. Oh, chance to hit. And hit us for 4. Ouch. And ouch. 2 damage there. Okay. Target him. We'll take out the right arm. Missed. We are just not doing well. Poison them both. Good. At least we're hitting those. Ouch. 5 damage. That's not good. Ouch. 7 damage. Ouch. That's not good. We are in very painful situation right now. I think you can. You got threat on this guy. And then we can do this. Good. All right, yeah. So this is a fun little game from the Steam Next Fest. It's our first one. We are doing pretty well. I think that this is a really fun demo. I think that you guys would really enjoy this out in Busy Gamer Dad land. I will have a link for the game should you want to try it out. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined to the Busy Gamer Dad channel to stay up to date with our Steam Next Fest coverage. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to take a look at Entropy and look for more content from us for the Steam Next Fest. Later.